Hi, everyone. Welcome to the CPCA Backstage Pass podcast. You're probably wondering, where's Ben Masholi? Well, he couldn't be with us today, so it's me, Sarah. I'm here today with our lovely guest, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Emily. How are you doing today, Emily?
I'm wonderful. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to have you on with us today, Emily. Emily is also one of our peer advisors here at the CPCA Center for Advising. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Today's guest is a senior FMA major who's also earning a minor in theater. They're the co-president of Mise en Femme, Temple University's first filmmaking organization dedicated to uplifting and encouraging women and non-binary filmmakers. Amazing. They are a writer for Temple Smash, as well as a member of Temple University's Psi Colony of DKA, a national professional cinematic society. We are so excited to get to know more about Mary Ragland. How are you doing, Mary?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're so excited to have you on.
I'm excited to be here.
All right, let's get right into these questions here. So what we like to do is ask people about their time here at Temple. And one of my favorite questions to ask is, what is your favorite class that you've taken here at Temple?
There's definitely been a lot of really good ones. I think the directing class that was taught between Lauren Wilkstein and Jeannie Donahoe, sorry, that's right. That was really great. That was really great class. And then fundraising for independent media with Stephanie Ayanyan were really valuable. Definitely learned a lot.
That's so cool. That seems like you could learn a lot from that and actually like put it into practice, which is always important here. Yeah, so if you could film anywhere on campus, where would it be and why?
I don't know, maybe Founder's Garden. I feel like that's like, I don't know, maybe that's like a little bit like not like cool, special, like out of the way place, but like I feel like it's just so pretty there, and there's always like interesting things happening there, and a lot of good memories there too. So yeah, maybe Founder's Garden.
That's a great one. I love to rehearse my scenes there. I'm a theater major. Emily's an FMA major too. But yeah, that's a great spot to just go. And you can always, it's like a great place to people watch too. I just love to like sit there and see who comes and goes. It's a good place to be. Speaking of Founder's Garden, not too far away from there is the good old 7-Eleven. We always got to ask people what's their go-to 7-Eleven snack, because there are so many 7-Elevens on or near campus.
I have to say probably like this is not really like a snack, but like maybe hot chocolate. Definitely gotten hot chocolate a few times. And one time I bought like a huge bag of donuts for like a club meeting, and that like was a hit. So maybe donuts.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, my friends always get the coffee from there. They're like, you know what? It's cheap. It's easily. We love it. So we love 7-Eleven. They're always there for us. Can you talk about your favorite freshman year memory? Since you're a senior, I know it's a couple years back, but we always like to see what your favorite memory was.
I had a really good class. It was a landscape architecture class, and it ended up like causing me to like become a landscape architecture major for a while. That was really good. I'm like forgetting the name of the class at the moment. Maybe I'll remember it in a few minutes. And then like generally like I was also a journalism major for freshman year, and just getting to like I did a story on some professors at Tyler, and it was like a really special experience to get to like go out to the city and interview some of those professors. So yeah, probably those two.
That's so cool. I love classes that make you think about things. Like I've added minors multiple times just based on classes I've taken. Yeah, I feel like
I've switched my major so many times.
it's so easy to, because you get so interested in so many different things. Like, oh, I feel you there. What's your favorite study spot on campus?
Um, when it's warm outside, I definitely like being on Bury Beach with friends. Always a good time.
Definitely. Oh, I miss being there. It's so
So many dogs.
I
Like,
know.
there's
They just come out and I'm like, oh my God, the dogs. Too cute.
I was walking by there the other day and it was like a little shocking to like see people like I'm always inside now, so
I know, right? I feel like it's like, oh God, what are we supposed to do? Hi. That's how I always get. Yeah, so I guess we can switch gears now, talk a little bit more about Mary. So we know that you are the co-president of Mise and Femme, and also you guys have an event that's happening right now. So would you like to talk about that a little bit?
So right now our fifth annual Women's Fest is going on. It's happening, started on the 17th and it will end on the 23rd. It's so right now we have, you can access it through a link in our bio. It's a Vimeo link on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And that links to short films made by women and non-binary students at Temple. And they're all really different, all like visually, thematically. They're about like relationships, COVID, different ways people have been dealing with COVID, the gender binary, representation and diversity in society, and we we have like fiction ones and nonfiction, like documentary style short films, and at the end of the film festival, we will be giving like an audience award to based on everyone's votes of like what was everyone's favorite film. And votes can be casted by like through a Vimeo account, like liking the short films, and then all of the votes will be counted up by 6 p.m. on March 23rd. But it's always really fun to like see what everyone, like people are doing in the department, and like the topics that everyone's thinking about. And last year we had it online, and this year it's online, so I feel like it should be pretty smooth.
That's awesome. I love anything that's showcasing student work, and it sounds like what you guys are doing is phenomenal. So good on you for promoting that. That's amazing. Yeah, so and that's really good that it was, I mean, not that it was good, but it's nice that you guys have that under your belt, that it was online last year, so it's an easier transition this year. I know some clubs that I've been involved with, we've had a couple online things this year, and I feel like everyone's kind of like settling into like, okay, we can really still make this work. We can still promote these amazing student works and get them out there for everyone to view online. So that's awesome that you guys are doing that. And yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that this weekend, and I hope that all of our viewers watch that this weekend. We'll put like a little link in the bio caption wherever we're posting this, so you can click on that and go watch it, because it sounds like there are some amazing films to see. Let's switch gears a little bit. So I know you're the co-president of Mise and Femme, but you're also a writer for Temple's sketch comedy show, Temple Smash. Is that right?
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So Temple Smash is, like you said, it's like it focuses on sketch comedy. And normally it's in person, and it's a combination of live sketches and digital sketches in Annenberg that's done and presented in Annenberg Studio One. But this year it's been online. We've made a pretty like smooth transition online. Um, Especially our last show, I feel like turned out really well. Um, but yeah, everyone's really welcoming and very funny, and I didn't really know how to write sketch comedy before, but when you like they have informational meetings about how to write sketch comedy, how to like put together a writing packet, and they'll definitely be needing more writers next year. And right now, we are just started writing week for our upcoming show, and we're looking for producers and editors. So if you're interested in being a producer or editor for Temple Smash, you can email digitalsdepartment@gmail.com with an editing reel. If you'd like to be an editor, and then like maybe like general experience if you're that you have if you'd like to be a producer. But yeah, it's really fun. It's like definitely a good way to um, like take a break from like classes, like stress of like classes and COVID and whatnot, and like have some fun.
That's awesome. So you said like, was that like the one of the first times that you've ever written sketch comedy, or had you tried it before, or?
Um, no, I hadn't tried it before. So like this year, um, like going into the fall semester was my first time writing sketch comedy. Um, so like yeah, sometimes I definitely felt like I felt like a little like less experienced um and like felt like worried, like oh like am I like doing okay? But everyone is like so welcoming and definitely like willing to um like I've like definitely learned a lot writing, and so like with peers, and so like I definitely like if you're interested in comedy but you've never done it before, like you've never really like written or performed before, um but you're interested in learning, I would definitely like just take the jump and like talk to, you can reach out to me or reach out to other people in Smash, and like uh, just like start trying it out, because everyone will, you know, like teach you a little bit about like beats and escalations, and um, how to like go about and like figuring out the game of the sketch. And it's really
That's awesome. Yeah, we always talk about that at like our summer orientations for like freshmen or transfer students. We always say like just get involved. Like I know it can be like a little daunting to be like, oh gosh, let's go meet these new people and like present ourselves to them. But honestly, like I can really say all of the student organizations that I've ever heard about or worked with are always so kind, so friendly, so just wanting people to come join them and learn. And it's just always a great environment. So that's awesome that not only do you have one, but you have two student orgs that you can talk about that are just wonderful and awesome. So thank you for talking about them. Um, Next, something I'm really interested in is you said that you're an intern for Mar Vista Entertainment right now. That's so cool. Can you talk about that?
yeah. So as I mentioned before, I was like my experience has been like all over the place. Like I've changed my major multiple times, and like I always really wanted to like intern somewhere. I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to be an intern. But like I like just like generally, but like I like felt like I had trouble because like my resume didn't show like couldn't necessarily like consistent experience. Um, and the LA program was really helpful with like getting a resume together and learning to write like a good cover letter, um, and that and so that LA program really helped me like like look for places to apply to, like know how to apply and apply to them. And Mar Vista is one of those places. Um, so normally this would be like an in-person internship, like in LA, but right now it's remote, but it's still super fun. Mar Vista is a production and distribution company in LA that uh, makes a lot of content for Hallmark and Lifetime, like a lot of Christmas movies, and a lot of like thrillers and rom-coms and like some kids content. Um, and yeah, so their primary like networks that they work with are Lifetime, Hallmark, that, and then they also do some like um, work with like streaming services like Disney, Discovery Plus, um, Netflix, and like some other streamers. Um, but and I'm a creative development intern. So creative development is like the process like before like look for funding and like before um, uh, like you start really like taking the steps to in a like on a film project to figure out like how the project will be filmed and like edited and distributed. Um, so it's a lot of like writing script coverage, helping them compile like writers lists and cast lists, helping them put together um, like pitch paragraphs or marketing treatments. Um, but everyone's really nice. They uh, like and it's really fun to like read like rom-com scripts or like holiday scripts all day. So like yeah, I highly recommend like I definitely recommend like if you're interested in the LA program, um you know, looking like you can Allison Krauss is the director for FMA Study Away, and Amy Olk is the like advisor for internships, and all the classes are really fun, and it's definitely like been like a good learning experience for um like what like soft skills to have that are like really important for like entry level jobs in like in the entertainment industry. Um, but so it's been a really good experience and like a fun way to like finish senior year.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, I love Hallmark movies. They're so fun. They really are. Me and my grandma, we watch them together and
Yes, me and grandma, yep,
it's
totally understand.
joy. It's just joyful. It's easy to watch. Just it's just fun. But oh my gosh, you answered like two of my other questions. You're too good. You're too good. I was gonna ask, like, do you recommend the LA program? And you were like, yep, I do. So that's awesome. And that's really cool that like I know for me personally, and I know a bunch of my friends too, like something that always like stops us from doing anything, from applying to things is like that resume. And it's like, oh, my resume is maybe it's not as good as some other people I know, or I don't have as many like credits in the field that I want to. So like that's just really cool that like you were able to like work on that through the LA program and they really helped you and you got this incredible internship where you're learning and doing what you want to do, which is always super cool to see. So that's great. Thanks for talking about that. Um, my last question before we get to our fun little game is always something I have to ask a film major. And since you're a theater minor, I guess I have to ask you that one too. So first it has to be, what's your favorite movie and or TV show? And then what's your favorite play and or musical?
Um, so my favorite movie is probably Call Me by Your Name. I saw that a few years ago and just was like super like taken by like the visual style of the film. I like wrote this whole paper like last semester about like the like influence of the French New Wave and stuff on Call Me by Your Name. But so love that. And then some of my favorite, I have a few favorite series. I love Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Fleabag and Mr. Robot. Um, and like there's like more that I'm like starting to watch, but like I haven't gotten through them yet. But yeah, those so that's my favorites in film. And then in theater, I love Cabaret. Um, I saw a really good version of cabaret at Olney Theater in Maryland because my twin was like working at the theater at the time. And my favorite play, I saw it's called oh this is like really like really different. Like I hadn't seen it, I've never seen anything like this before, but it was Mr. Burns, a post-apocalyptic play. And it was at I saw that at the Wilma, and then I also saw my twin Callie at their school. They also like put on a version of it, but yeah, it was just like really bizarre, but like dealt with these like really like interesting like existential themes of like and but so those were really great too.
That's awesome. I don't know how I knew you were gonna say it, but I knew as soon as you started saying that sentence, I was like, I know Mary's gonna say Mr. Burns. I know. I think I saw that my freshman, I think it was my freshman year, but I just remember being like, oh my gosh, it's a great piece of theater. And it was exactly what you said. It was very different, but spoke to a lot of cool and good things. So
Very funny, but also kind of scary.
yeah, exactly.
And
And I'm
it
like,
was
you know
like,
what?
oh my gosh.
That's all you can ask for in theater. I'm like, I want to be a little bit scared. I want to laugh.
It's
Oh
so
my
funny that you said like I knew you were gonna say that. Like, oh my gosh, like what am I for like?
It's so
projecting?
fun. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know, but like I think it's like because most of like seniors, juniors, we all had to see it like freshman or sophomore year. So it
Yeah.
was like one of like the first like big things we were like forced
Yeah.
to see in Philly. And I just like everyone talks about it. They're always like, oh my gosh, remember when? And I was like, yeah, it's just like this really fun, cool shared experience that we all have. It's
And
really
I just like saw it alone. I was like at the
oh
house.
no, you saw oh my god, luckily I had like some classmates with me, but oh god,
There's
alone.
like been so many like really good Wilma shows though. Like oh, I really miss going to the Wilma in person.
I
Like
know, I
oh,
love the Wilma.
I know.
They always have such cool new shows, and I love
Always have really cool shows. Always have great like student price tickets.
yes, exactly. Oh, gotta love the Wilma. Let's get sponsored by them. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Anyways, oh, I also just have to say, love Fleabag. Love Fleabag. That's my favorite show. So good. So when you said it, I was like, I don't know if you saw it, but my eyes were like, oh God, so good. I love when people talk about that show because I'm like, everyone should watch it. It's so funny.
So
It's so good. Alrighty. Well, we've talked about a lot of amazing things today. So I think it's time to move on to our game. So our game is, oh, I don't know if you can hear, but my dog is barking. So give me one moment. I have to let him in. Come on in, buddy. Hello. Hello, Mr.
He demands to be on the podcast. It's in his
Oh
contract.
my gosh.
Sorry.
So adorable.
Hello, buddy.
What a floof.
I know.
What's his name?
His name's Jasper. We call him Jazzy.
Adorable.
He's very demanding. He always likes to be, he always manages to scratch on my door or bark when I'm in the middle of a Zoom call. He's like, hey, I know you're talking to people and I need to be seen. And I'm like, okay, I feel you. All right. Anyway, he really is. He's the star of the family. I don't know why I'm a theater major because he's constantly upstaging me, but okay. Anyways, it's time to move on to our game. So what we like to do is a version of this or that. We like to throw a little bit of temple stuff in there. We like to throw a little bit of FMA, theater, all that fun stuff, and just random stuff too. We like to throw in. So I will give you a minute on the clock, and I have to make sure we have this lovely by the seaside sound that comes on. Ben, Ben, who is our usual host, he always plays it, so I have to make sure that I set that. So that is what you will hear, the lovely By the Seaside. We are unfortunately not sponsored by Apple Music yet. but hopefully in the future. Anyway, Emily will be asking you these questions. I think there's about maybe 12 or 13 questions on here, and you will have 1 minute to try to get through as many as you can. You can be as quick as you can, or if you'd like to give a little explanation as to why you picked that one, you can go right ahead. All right, are we ready, people? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Wawa or 7-Eleven?
Oh gosh, it's hard. I don't know. Well, maybe.
Fiction or documentary?
That is also hard.
The hard-hitting ones.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe fiction.
Fiction. Saxby's or Richie's?
Ooh, maybe Saxby's.
Netflix or Hulu?
Maybe Netflix. I actually don't have Hulu.
Cookies or donuts?
Maybe cookies.
Maxie's or Philly style?
Ooh, this is like controversial. Maybe, maybe like should I say? Maybe Philly style.
Coffee or tea?
Both. Tea, maybe.
Sack or food truck food?
Food truck.
How many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You answered 8 questions. Good job.
I know we asked the hard-hitting questions there at the end.
Yeah, the first couple ones were just like getting right to it.
Big controversial topics we hit on this.
I know it's all out there now. Like, you know,
I know.
Like maybe this will determine whether people want to even watch Women's Fest. They'll be like,
never mind.
Yeah.
She said Philly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Mary. We are so glad that we got to talk to you about all these amazing things. Make sure to go see the Mise en Femme Women's Fest happening from now until the 23rd of March. We'll put a little link in the caption below or on YouTube, the bio, whatever it's called. So you can click on that and you can go ahead and watch that. There are some amazing student works that you got to go see. And yeah, as always, follow us on our account at CPCA_advising. You can find us on Instagram. And yeah, thank you again, Mary. Thank you as always to Emily. I'm so glad that they were able to come on.
Sarah.
Of
Thank
course.
you for being our host today. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you. I'm so thankful that you were able to step into this role today. It was quite fun getting to do this with you. Thank you again, Mary. We are so glad to have you, and we'll catch you all of our lovely viewers. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks. Bye.